ask yourself this: are you intentionally hurting yourself? If the answer is yes, then you're self-harming. Self-harm is when somebody intentionally damages or hurts their body. It is a way of dealing or coping with emotional distress. It is a way to express how they're feeling on their bodies. It's only small, so it's not that bad. But they're only scratches, so it's not as dangerous. But it's not cutting, so it's not self-harm. Oh my god. All of those things have been said to me when I first started self-harming. It was just scratches, so not a big deal, right? No, it is a big deal. If you can get that person who's just started self-harming, if it's scratches or whatever it is, into therapy now, help them now before it gets too bad. And that's the other thing, people say they're not cutting, so it's not self-harm. Not true. If you are intentionally hurting yourself, it is self-harm. It is not normal behaviour to want to hurt yourself. That's not me saying that you're abnormal, because this is coming from somebody who has self-harmed for 10 years. I am in recovery right now. I am 31 days clean of self-harm. There are so many different ways you can hurt yourself. The most common is cutting. And then you have punching balls, head banging, burning, scratching, skin picking. And like when people pick at scabs, pick at their skin, that is still classed as self-harming. If it hurts when you do it, it is self-harm. Okay? There's no doubt about it. If whatever it is that you're doing to yourself, if that hurts, if you are intentionally hurting yourself, it is self-harm. You don't want to admit that that's something you're doing. But the thing is, if you can get the help now, rather than wait 10 years, then you can get better. You can have a life without having to worry about everything. Do you know what annoys me and upsets me the most is when somebody says, it's only scratches, or it's only small, so it's not as important, it doesn't matter. It upsets me. Imagine you have a 13-year-old girl here, okay? Just imagine it. She's only scratching. Are you going to say to her, it doesn't matter, it's only scratches, it's not that important, it's not as dangerous? Are you really going to say that to her? Are you really going to take that chance? My self-harm went from scratches to cutting quite deep, and ending up at A&E. Ended up at A&E a month ago. That's when I decided to recover. I decided I didn't do it straight away. I needed help. And I've been in therapy for 4 months, and my therapist has helped me find ways of coping. And then the thing is, my cutting changed to punching balls. It's not good. And it is just as important. Those scratches that you do, punching balls or the burning, it is just as dangerous. And don't let anybody tell you that it's not as important because you can't see it. I've heard people say that because it's not on your arm, it's not as important. I mean, seriously, who says that to somebody? You don't say that, do you? That's not a normal thing to say. At the end of the day, self-harm is self-harm. If you are intentionally hurting yourself, whether that's to let emotions out, to make yourself feel something, to feel a different kind of pain, it's still self-harm. People need to get their heads around the fact that they can't say to somebody what is uncalled for them to say, that it's not as important or it's not as dangerous because it's only little or it's only small. Because them doing that in the first place is not normal, and it could lead to them doing it more dangerously, and then they could end up in A&E, they could end up dying. Because if they're not able to speak to somebody in fear of them saying exactly that, then they're not going to get the help, are they? People need to listen and need to understand that for somebody to hurt themselves in any way, they have got to be in a lot of pain, a lot of emotional pain, because it's not. Listen to them. If you know somebody in your life who is self-harming, speak to them, talk to them, get them to open up to you. Don't pressure them into doing it, because that will make it worse. But this video is about telling people or not telling people that small scratches are not self-harm, because it's so wrong. If you say that to somebody, it will just make it all worse, and you don't want to do that. You could lose them by doing that. They could be about to open up to you, and if you say that to them, they may change their minds. And if you are a self-harmer watching this, if somebody has said to you that your scratches are not important or not as dangerous, or if you've been punching walls or wherever it is, I want you to listen to me, nobody else. Listen to what I'm saying. It is just as important for you to get the help, because those scratches will lead on to bigger cuts or different self-harm. And just because you're not cutting deep or you're not breaking bones, it does not mean it's not self-harm. It is self-harm. You're hurting yourself on purpose. And sweetie, I wouldn't want anybody else to go through what I did. But let me just say this, your reasons for self-harming are just as valid as anybody else's, and you are self-harming. If somebody tells you it's not self-harm because it's just little or whatever they say to you, tell them to stick it. Tell them to bug off, because you know what? It is self-harm. And you could be going down a dangerous road, and I don't want that to happen. It's a long, scary, dark road. Nobody wants to go down it. You want to go down that road where you can see sunshine and happiness. You know, you don't want to go down that dark, cloudy, rainy road. Believe me, you don't. I'm still walking down it. Thank you for watching, everybody. Please like and subscribe, and please share, and please comment, because I love seeing comments and I love being able to reply to them. It makes my day, it makes me smile. Please subscribe as well, that would make my day. I have a blog post up about what's happened with me over the last few days. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye guys.